Hey feasters, and welcome to episode 184. And by the end of this episode, you'll understand 6 specific things that will go into figuring out how you budget as a freelancer. Welcome to the Ask Rezzz podcast. I'm Jason, and I'm here to help you get past those bumps in the road, those struggles, those things that hold you back from building an amazing and profitable freelance business each and every single day. Budgeting is so critical, and it's the thing that freelancers struggle with the most because, well, they probably have never done it before. Yes, you may budget the money that's in your wallet, your home finances, things like that, but have you budgeted for a business? If you're just starting out, this is the episode for you. If you have been doing it for a little while, well, why don't you give it a listen and see if you're doing these things? The first thing is getting your clients to pay. To budget something means that you need to know, or at least be relatively sure of when your clients will pay you. You obviously can't reach into their pocket and pull out the money that they owe you. So there's some trust there that you need to have, but there are systems that you can use and put into place that will help you nudge and remind clients to pay you. Don't be afraid of doing this. No business can run without money. So if you are doing work for them, make sure that you are getting paid. Second thing is track your expenses. You have to be on top of your expenses. Taxes being probably your biggest. Remember, it's not your money. Here in the US, as well as most other countries, you will need to pay a percentage of what you bring into the business and put that completely aside. Pretend like it doesn't even exist because it's not yours anyway. Aside from that, you have to be mindful of this phrase. It's for the business, and I'll just make more revenue in to cover this expense. It's a deadly phrase, and here's why. If you have 20% profit margin on your services and you buy something for $100, that means you need to bring in $500 in revenue to recoup that $100 expense. Make sense? You really want your expenses to fight for their worth in your business. Here's a simple example. At the time of this recording, it's early November, so Black Friday is coming up. What did you buy last Black Friday that you aren't using today? Did you buy a subscription to something? Maybe you're not using that subscription anymore. Go through your expenses last year and make sure you don't get dinged for another renewal. So I did this and I saved myself over $750. The third thing is you need to pay yourself. There are so many different philosophies around this, but try and pay yourself as soon as you get revenue into the business. This will be the lifeline of your sustainability. If you need $5,000 in personal monthly expenses, food, shopping, and living your life, then don't think that all you need to bring in is $5,000 in revenue. Remember, you have those expenses to pay. You have the business to invest into, profits to make, and spending cash for the business. This is overly simplified, but I think you get the idea here. Just because you land that project of $5,000, that doesn't mean that's what you make alone. The fifth thing is save for your future. Now, this sounds like what an old man would say, but it's important, especially when you're young. You don't want to work forever. So you want to capitalize on the flexibility and the energy levels that you have now to build a nice nest egg for yourself later on. Put a percentage of your salary into some sort of long-term savings account, like an IRA or something. And the sixth and final thing is automate your budget. Whether or not you have an accountant, leverage automation to move money around. Most payment systems and banks these days allow you to set up rules to transfer money in and around things. Whatever your percentages are for salary, retirement, expenses, and business accounts, consider using tools like FreshBooks and QuickBooks or whatever your choice of accounting software is to set up these sorts of rules. And while you're in there, set up reminders to check in on your budget numbers. Make sure you are on top of it because you're going to need to adjust things accordingly as your business moves along. If you have a question, ask Rezzz. That's me. Find me on Twitter at Rezzz or head on over to my website, Rezzz.com, and either find the chat bubble in the bottom right corner or right on the homepage, you can jump onto my mailing list and ask me any question that you want. As a bonus, I'll send you an email sequence that will land you the best clients. Till next time, it's your time to live in the feast.